Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today the video is going to be different. Usually I put travel videos in this channel, but today we are going to unbox something very interesting. As a solo travel content creator, I sometimes feel I need a camera which can follow me everywhere. Whether you are a travel content creator, a normal YouTuber, or you sometimes go live, this camera is going to help you in every possible way. This is OBSBOT Tail Air. This is one of the smallest PTZ camera available in the market. This teeny camera packed with features like AI tracking, gesture control and wireless streaming like NDI. This camera could be a game changer for you guys, so let's unbox it, test out the features and see what it offers. Let's see what's inside. Inside the red box there is, I guess, a manual, warranty policies. Let's keep this aside. Yeah, we have a strong hard case, and inside the hard case we have this teeny little camera which is literally well fit inside my palm. Apart from this teeny camera, we have this C to C type cable, USB-A adapter. It's a splitter. So let's check out the camera. This is really tiny and this size is literally a size of a soda can. So it feels premium, it is matte finish and can easily fit into a small pouch. So here is the battery indicator, this is the LED indicator, gesture control, everything you can see here. This is the memory slot, memory card slot, this is micro HDMI slot, pin, whatever you say, this is the type C pin slot, and this is the power button. It shoots 4K 30 fps or 1080 60 fps. When you are streaming, it shoots with 1080 60 fps, but when you are shooting some videos or something, it can go max up to 4K 30 fps. It has also 1.8-inch Starlight CMOS sensor, which is very useful in your low light, and also it is having a 4x digital zoom. Powerful feature of this camera is AI power tracking, which can track a human, a pet like cats and dogs, or even objects. So if I walk around, it can follow me automatically. Like no cameraman needed, no crew needed. It moves fast, stays smooth. So it has also gesture control. Just like there are few gestures you need to know when you are opening the app, you can see there in the left side you can see the gesture control panel, and you can see how to signal the camera with your gestures. So OBSBOT had sent me two cameras. I already opened one camera and tested rigorously with different scenarios, just like AI tracking and the low light conditions, gesture control. To operate this camera, you either need to have a remote, which you have to order extra from OBSBOT website, or you can control it with your OBSBOT Start App, which you can download in the Android or iOS phone and control your camera with that. There are few gesture control you need to know. Other gesture control and everything you can just explore it in the app. What I am telling you is very minimal features which can use it without touching the camera or touching the app. So to start or stop the recording, there is a gesture, this. With this you can start or stop like this. Now the recording is started. So you can do whatever you want to do. Then to stop, you have to show the same thing. Now the recording is stopped. To let the camera track your movement and track you, you have to gesture like this. So it will start and stop the tracking. Let's see how it's going to follow me. I'm just moving here and there. I can see it's following me pretty well. I'm moving this side. Now let's see, I'm sitting here, it's following me. Suppose I'm sitting here focusing me, I can see it. I would say the follow function is pretty well. It's really good if you are shooting yourself solo and you want yourself to shoot everything, no one behind the camera, no one is there, so it's really good. The follow function is really doing pretty well. So now I'll stop recording. Then to zoom in and zoom out, you have to put your hands like this it will zoom out, and like this it will zoom in. So you can try out different features and get habituated with the app and camera when you are going to use it. So now I'm going to activate the follow function of the camera, and let's see how it's going to follow me in a different scenario. So now the follow function is activated. From green to blue it's turned, the LED, and see, it's following me here, it's following me here, it's following me here. Now I'm going to hide. I think it's searching me where I am, then I'll come out. So it's still following me. So the follow function is pretty good. So let's see what else we can try with this camera. Let's talk about the connectivity options of this camera. This gives you a lot of flexibility, just like this type C is for webcam use, micro HDMI for the direct output of the videos. This is the SD card slot which supports you up to 512 GB, and you also have the wireless and Bluetooth connectivity with this camera. Also this camera supports with OBS, Zoom and other apps. Let's talk about the audio connectivity. You have two built-in mic for this audio. You can have a decent audio, but I would suggest you to use an external mic and use this 3.5 mm jack for a cleaner and smoother voice. I'm standing just in front of the OBSBOT without any mic, so I hope the camera captures my sound. Let's move forward to our next segment, which is the OBSBOT app control. So we do it with the OBSBOT Start App. So it's the OBSBOT Start App. So here we can find the camera. I'm just turning on the camera. So I can turn on the camera from here also. So when we are turning on the camera, then it will ask us two things. One is if we want to live stream via Wi-Fi or via cellular data. So for now I'm doing cellular data. So it's not going to use your data, but it will connect your camera with the Bluetooth, but still you need this option to connect your camera. So I'm just clicking on the live streaming via cellular. I'm going to just tell the overall things which I used from last few days, and the rest of the things you can just go inside the app and test, and day by day we'll learn new things about the camera and its functionalities. So now you can see, I will just put the screen recording here. So it's the app interface. In the left side these are the panels, and the bottom you can see the context. So I will just go the basic things which we need. So the first thing is, you can see here it's a P there, so it's the point of focus of the camera. So the point is here. So if I want to do another point created for me, then I can just hold the screen, and let's say I will just point here. So it's the point 2, P2. Then I want to do a third point of focus, then I will just hold the screen again. I will just do here. If I add, it's 0.3. If you want to recheck the points, then you can just click P3, then see P2, and now here it's P1. So this is the most you can do. After P3 you can't see any point to create. You can also delete the points and redo the points again as per your convenience. Then there is another thing. This is, if you click this one, the camera will come back to the position. Then next, let's go to this button, which is your gimbal button. You can see, so it's the speed now. You can see a turtle and a rabbit here. So it's like slow to fast, the gimbal function. This is the way you can control your camera with the virtual gimbal, you can say. Okay, so this is the gimbal function, and just right side of the gimbal function there is, you can say, square thing. So this is for the crop in and crop out. So to crop in your video image or video, then you can just do the hand like this. You can see the crop in function is already active, and this is the preview screen, by the way, I forgot to tell you. So in the preview screen you can see this video is now cropped. Okay, so like this, if you want to go out of this crop in function, you can just click there. You can do as per your convenience the crop in function. If you do like this, you can see it's focusing something else and it cropped here. So this is another function. Just let's move back quickly to other functionalities of this camera. The next thing, I just want to go to the settings, which is bit advanced settings, but I will just tell you overall. So here you can see the ISO, EV, and here you can see AFC, which is autofocus continuous. If you click here, you can see autofocus single, autofocus continuous, and manual focus. If you click on the manual focus, you can see there is a focus button here. You can just click there, you can see there is a manual focus here. Okay, let's move back and change it to autofocus continuous. Then you can see it came back. And the difference between autofocus continuous and autofocus single is, in autofocus continuous the camera is going to focus continuously, but in autofocus single, if you just select one focus point, it will focus on the particular focus point. So let's move back to other settings. Let's close it, and okay, so it's done. Okay, just click on the three dot. You can see there is a preset mode, which I already did it. So you can do a preset mode by yourself. If I am clicking the edit, you can see there are many options where you can manage the autofocus, SDR, face auto exposure, EV, white balance, anti-focus. So everything you can do here. You can just check it by yourself and make a preset mode by yourself, custom preset mode. Then let's go back to the next, which is gesture control. In gesture control, you can see the select target, record, zoom, the things I just told you before, the same thing. You can just try in the app and try it by yourself by signaling the camera your gestures. Okay, then I will just put the videos here where I have tested these functionalities. Let's move back again. There is a built-in mic. You can see there is an audio section after the AI. The gesture control is done. Now we are moving back to audio section. Here it's a built-in mic, audio settings. I am just clicking on the audio settings. You can see there is a speaker symbol, there is a headphone symbol. So if you click on this, then your audio output is muted. Irrespective of the mic or the camera, you are not be able to record the audio. So if you want your video without audio, you can click here, and you can change the noise reduction here with this. Okay, then this is the volume control of your mic control of your audio. Here I am just testing with external audio, so how it's going to respond. Let's check. I'm just logged in. You can see it's a mic input here. So you can select the mic input, means if you are plugging in external mic, then you can see the mic input in this. Okay, let's move back to the other settings. You can see there are other settings like face autofocus, ISO, upper, lower. You can do it by yourself, means as per your convenience you can play with these settings. So there is a NDI, in the output section you can see there is a UVC mode, NDI, RTSP, that for streaming. So NDI, you can see if you click here, it will ask a NDI license which you need to buy from the OBSBOT site. I will just go to this NDI things later on. For now, let's skip this part and move ahead. If you see in the media settings, you can check the frame rate, you can change it, you can change everything here. Suppose I'm going, it's for the record, SD card recording or something you want to record. This is the bitrate you can change. For the low, medium, high, you can set anything you want. Resolution I have set 4K, but you can go to the 1080 and 720. Same as the RTSP streaming things, you can change the quality of the output. And HDMI, if you want to use this camera as your HDMI output camera, you can change this to 4K or 1080 as per your convenience. Then let's move to the next settings. I think we have not covered this, but here you can change as per your convenience. This is not a big deal, you can just go through these things. And okay, so here the SD card I have put in, you can just format the SD card and check the SD card data here, like how much data you have consumed and all. Okay, then I think it's good till this. Okay, so it's the record button, hold record, you can see it's the record button. If I'm clicking this, the recording is already started. So this is for the highlight, you can highlight your recordings here, and if I'm stopping it, the recording is stopped. So there is other functionalities in this button. If we are going to hold it for a second, you can see there are other options like RTMP, this is YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, these apps are there. So if you want to stream in any of these apps, you can just click and log in with your credentials, and you can stream it with this app. And if you don't want to stream, only want to record, then you can just click on the SD card thing and you can just start recording. Then the recording is already started, you can see. So this is the basic things which I wanted to explain for this OBSBOT Start App. And the next segment we are going to see for the NDI setup, that's also going to be very minimal. So once you started doing, you will explore and you will able to know more things about this camera and the app. So it's been few days I am using this camera and this app, and whatever I got the knowledge I am sharing with you. So we have tested OBSBOT Tail Air in different lighting conditions and it really performed well, be it with the sun, against the sun, and in low light conditions. We'll have a detailed dedicated video for all the different lighting conditions and how the OBSBOT Tail Air is performing in different lighting conditions in one of our upcoming video. So let's move to the next section of our video, which is NDI setup, which is very necessary, and I feel this is a very important section. You need to understand carefully what I am saying. From last 6-7 days, what I am doing, what I am experiencing, and what I am setting off, I am going to explain you in this video. I would say this is the most challenging part of this video because it took time to understand what is NDI, because I am a travel content creator and the NDI setup and everything is mostly for the streamers, which I was not used to, but now I am going to show you what I understood and how it worked out. I will tell you all the devices you need for the setup and all the necessary accessories. We need cameras, OBSBOT Tail Air cameras. I have two cameras, Tail Air 1 and Tail Air 2, and you need a laptop for the software installation and manage everything from the laptop. You need two Type-C to Ethernet adapters, which I have. Mind it, you should order the OBSBOT Tail Air Ethernet adapters. So these two I have. we need two Ethernet cables, which we need actually three Ethernet cables, one for the laptop to the switch or router which you are going to connect, and two for the two cameras you have OBSBOT Tail Air. But what I am thinking, you can do it with two cables. Just for the examples, you can connect the cameras with the Ethernet cables and the laptop with the Wi-Fi, because the main aim is to put all the devices in one network, which is our Wi-Fi network. So we'll try and test it if it's working or not. So for the good bandwidth and everything, you can use three cables. So anyways, wired connections are anyways better than wireless connections, so you can use three cables. Right now I have two cables, so I'm using these two cables with my cameras and the laptop with the Wi-Fi. So what else you need? You need a router or switch for all the connections. So let's connect the devices and the accessories together, then we'll move to the software part. This is the Ethernet cable, this is the Ethernet adapter, type C to Ethernet adapter. So we'll just put it here. So you can see there is a C port. If you want to charge your cameras through the Ethernet cables and adapters, then you can do that. Okay, the first one is done, then the second one we'll do the same. And we'll put this side to your camera type C port like this. Okay, and the other side we need to put in the switch or router. You can see in the back side there are ports, LAN ports. You can put one in one LAN port. We'll do the same with the other camera. We'll just put one here and the other with the LAN port. So physically both the cameras are now wired, and we are going to connect the laptop with our Wi-Fi. Okay, so the next thing what we are going to do, what I skipped before, we have to put the NDI license. So we are going to on both the cameras and connect it with the OBSBOT app. So I am going to on my Tail Air 1. Okay, so now the camera is connected. So I will go to the three dots in the left bottom side, and you can see the NDI is activated. Here you need to put the NDI license, and on the NDI mode, the NDI mode toggle should be on. So, and also another thing, in the about device you will see the firmware version. It should be up to date for both the cameras. So when you are going to connect your camera, it anyways will pop up like update your firmware, then you have to update the firmware. So you can do the same process with the second camera. You have to put the NDI license and put the toggle on, NDI mode toggle on. Then the next step, we need to install few softwares for the NDI setup. What now we are going to do? So yeah, you need to have two SD card also for the setup. One I have put inside this, another in that one. So two SD cards which is supported by OBSBOT. I think maximum 512 GB SD card is supported, so you can do that. And the next we are going to do is the software download, what is necessary for the NDI setup. So the first one is OBSBOT Center. If you scroll down, so you can see here OBSBOT Center, Windows V 2.0 12.15. So download it. The next one is OBS Studio. If you see here OBS Studio, if you just scroll down a bit, there is download installer. So it started downloading here. Then the next one is your NDI tools. This is your NDI tools. So download NDI tools, and then the next is your NDI plugins. So this is a third party software, but we need it because we need it for the NDI devices which we need to connect. It should be detected with this one. So if you go down, you can see here OBS NDI 4.14.1 Windows x64 installer.exe. You need to click it. Again, I am just telling you what softwares you need to download. So first we need to install OBSBOT Center, then OBS Studio, then NDI tools, then your NDI plugins for the NDI devices you are going to connect. It's necessary because it's going to detect the NDI devices with this. Okay, then let's install one by one. So now I have turned on both my cameras. So now I can see one is already connected. I need to check the second one. Okay, right. Now I think both are connected. I can see both the cameras here, tail air, the numbers, and see there is no other camera. So two cameras are already connected here. Now we are going to open the OBS Studio. So you can see I have just created two scenes here. We need to add the cameras here. So when you click scene 1, you can see the sources, the plus sign, here the NDI source. Here I need to rename, or you can put it like this, but okay. I am just doing it like TA1, which is tail air 1 for the first camera. Okay, here you can choose the source. If you see tail air, this one I am putting as my first source. Here it's I can see myself here. Okay, so you can check everything here, just down to the properties. You can see here pan tilt zoom also. If you check it, after checking it, you can see I can do it like I want. Also I can tilt. Okay, so these things you also can do. Then likewise we'll do the same thing for the second scene. We'll just add it, then the NDI source, then we'll put it as TA2, then OK. Then here in the source we can go to the second camera. So now I can see it's already showing it. The same thing, you can just explore going down everything, right? Okay, so then I think both the cameras are now ready, right? Then let's go to the OBSBOT app, OBSBOT Center App. You can see here, you can see the connection here, both the connections. You can check the IP, both the IP address would be different, so it will just avoid the redundancy. If you go to the 3 button, then you can see the wired network, wireless network and wired network, both the IPs are displayed here. So sometimes the camera shows up automatically when you put them into OBS, but sometimes it don't. So we are going to open the NDI tools and check what we should. So we have opened the NDI tools, you can see. And another thing, to work with these NDI tools, you need to register it first, then only it will show off. So you just need to write your first name, last name, the company, and select the agree checkbox, and it will show up like this. Then we are going to the access manager. So it's opening up. You go to the external sources. Here IP address 1. Here you put the device IP address of your camera, which you will get from here. Okay, so in the same thing I am going to add the another IP. I can see both my cameras here. So now I will show how to record or stream whatever I want to do. So this is my first camera and this is my second camera. So how it's helpful for the streaming and recording, we'll see it. Suppose I am going to start recording. Okay, before we record we need to see one thing which I left. You go to the settings. Once you click the settings, you can see here many things you need to find it out everything by yourself. If I'm going to show you one by one, then it will take me at least 3-4 days to show you all the settings. So this is the output. Here I'm just showing you, you need to give a path for the recordings, and for streaming I don't think you need to give any path. For the videos which you need to save, you need to give it a path here. And if you see here, there are many file formats. The default is .mkv and I just changed it now to mpeg4, which is mp4. If I'm going to change it, then you can see the warning: recording saved to mp4 mov will be unrecoverable if the file cannot be finalized. So you need to check it which format you want to save your files. Okay, leave it like mp4. Okay, so I am just going to do start recording. So the recording is now started, if you can see here. So this is my first camera. Suppose I am streaming something, I am just saying something whatever on the first camera, and my second camera is already focusing me and recording me. If I see, this is my second camera. If I will just switch, so this is my second camera. So for a person who is alone and who wants to record everything by his own, then it's very helpful. You can switch your camera and angles and you can record your videos very effectively with this functionality. So I will just stop recording. So also in this OBSBOT Center, you can see many options here like gimbal control, animal tracking, and the tracking speed, everything just like your OBSBOT Start App in the mobile. You can check all the functionalities here. So I will just stop it here. This OBSBOT camera is just like a smart cameraman in your backpack. It's compact, powerful, and tracking your videos like a pro. You are a solo creator, this could seriously lift up your videos. Let me know in the comment box how you are going to use this camera. If you want a separate video for the NDI setup and app usage, then just comment down in the comment box. I will definitely do a separate video for this. Lastly, I would thank OBSBOT reaching out to me and sending me this awesome camera. I will definitely in my future videos going to use this camera. If you want me to create such contents, please comment down and please like and subscribe to this channel. I will see you in the next one.